Boris Becker has shed light on a 5-second round that proved to be very costly. Boris Becker had what was reported to be the most expensive 5 seconds of his life in 1999, when a fling in a London restaurant saw him have a child with a Russian waitress. The three-time Wimbledon champion has since come clean on a number of controversial reports during his tennis career in a tell-all documentary. Becker won 2 Wimbledon titles as a teenager, rising to tennis stardom with immediate effect and becoming a household name in his homeland. The German went on to win 4 more Grand Slams in a distinguished career, which ended in 1999. After crashing out at SW19 and announcing his retirement, Becker admitted that he had sex with Russian waitress Angela Ermakova in the back of a London restaurant. The tennis legend went on to help raise baby Anna, now 22 years old. "I wouldn't like to go into all the details, but we went to the back room," Becker told TV viewers of Apple TV's Boom! The World vs. Boris Becker. "I wouldn't like to go into all the details, but we went to the back room. No, it wasn't a cupboard. The cupboard is way too small. It is impossible to have any sort of physical activity in the cupboard. We got together and we had sex. No, it wasn't a cupboard. The cupboard is way too small. It is impossible to have any sort of physical activity in the cupboard. We got together and we had sex. I had no number from Angela, I had no contact, and that was that. 8 months later I got a fax saying, 'You may not remember me. Our last meeting was 8 months before. Here's my number, call me.' I just couldn't believe it. The next week I met Angela in London and was under pressure. She came in, she had a big coat on, she took the coat off and she was heavily pregnant and she just explained to me that I'm the father of this child." Becker's marriage with Barbara Feltis came to an end 2 years later and he was forced to pay £10 million in an eye-watering divorce settlement. Fast forward more than 2 decades, Becker was sentenced to 2.5 years in prison for supposedly hiding millions of pounds worth of assets and loans to avoid repaying his debts. The 55-year-old was released last September but, as part of the documentary, gave viewers a sneak peek into his mindset just 48 hours before sentencing. "It's hard. I've hit my bottom. I don't know what to make of it," he admitted. "I'll face it. I'm not going to hide or run. I'll accept whatever sentence I get. There is a reason this is happening. My life has always been a little different to other lives. My upbringing was different. Winning Wimbledon at 17 was different. And the next 36 to 37 years were very different.